Welcome in. It's so wonderful to see you. Let's start with this. And, and I see Shawna's already beat me to it because back to the bells, back to the bells, back to the bells. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Don't forget, folks, the bells will clean up your energy. It'll raise it up. It'll get you excited. And Lord have mercy, if you don't miss it, if you don't have them, get them. There's how you do it through Amazon.
Oh, I'm just over here just cracking up my own self over here. Oh,
Sometimes I
but
forget to hit the go live button. Other times I hit it too soon and forget to hit anything else.
yeah, yeah. Well, I was like, we live.
Well, I was blonde once, so I have an excuse.
Yes, I got a couple more little pieces of blonde down here, but that's about it.
There you go. There you go. Good morning. Welcome in Lima. Welcome in Melee. Tina Shelton. Welcome in Mahapara. Mahapara? Close enough, hopefully. Hopefully I didn't butcher it too bad.
Right? I know I
Yes,
wasn't
yes,
gonna
yes.
say it, child. I was not. I was gonna say, "Hey, M."
¿Qué pasa? ¿Qué pasa? Good morning, Miss Shawna. It's been a while since you and I have sat across from
Yes.
each other.
It's been too darn long. Too darn long for a Thursday.
Absolutely. I see you got the working the long hair these days, doing the natural thing.
Look at the length, honey. We didn't
I
know we
see
had
that.
all of this.
Yes,
And
yes. And
it's
that is,
super thick right now. And I just happened to pick the day when I'm like, oh, so it's gonna be, the temperature has been like a little bit, up and down. But this morning it's hot. It's 83 already.
ooh,
So I'm
Lordy,
like,
Lordy.
oh, we about to get a clip, honey. We about to get a clip for this hair.
Divine Feminine Chronicles says she's loving the inches.
Oh yes, girl.
I'm hoping she's talking about your hair. That's all. That's
Well,
all.
she,
That's all.
she,
That's that. Okay. Okay. Palo Santo. Palo Santo.
nah, you gotta leave that wide open. Ain't no Palo Santo or nothing with that one. You gotta leave that one wide open.
Leave it. Okay. Well,
It's already started, y'all. Y'all don't even know. Y'all don't even know. It's already started.
oh
You
my
know
goodness.
how we know how it's gonna be a fun morning? Is when we go live. And when we go live,
Exactly. We bring the energy. We don't have to ask
yes,
for it. We bring it.
yes, we don't ask for a darn thing.
Yes. Miss Shauna, enlighten folks about Saturday, Saturday, Saturday. What is happening on
Yes,
Saturday?
Saturday is 11/11, y'all. It's 11 freaking 11. Please get your affairs in order. It is
In
a
a good way. In a
great,
good way. In a good
and
way.
yes, 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 yes. Or, do what you need to do. Do what
There
you
you
need
go.
to do. But at the same time, manifest. Bring this energy in of this is the time. Look, we got another one coming up. I think it's 12, 23, 23. That's going to be coming up very soon as well. But right now, focus on this 11/11. Release the things that no longer serve you and get ready to bring in the new, hunty. And when I say
Mhm.
the new, I mean every aspect of the new. But guess what? This is based off of you, not anybody else's. So this is what your true heart's desire. What is it? I mean, really dive deep into it. Don't just say the surface things. Okay? I mean, like really dive into what your desires are, what you want to manifest into reality for what's to come. For what's to come for the next week, for the next month, for the next year. This is getting you this is setting you up. Literally setting you up for your whatever it is your desires are, and backing it up with affirmations. Okay.
Amen. Amen. But before we go to affirmations, the one of the there are some very powerful numbers in the universe, in numerology, in life itself, and other things. And one of those is 1111, and that's when portals open. That's why 11:11 a.m. is so important, because the portal opens and you can do amazing things during 11 a.m. and 11:11 p.m. But and when the portal closes, because again that window of opportunity opens, and you can do anything anytime period, but those are some really serious moments. But the most important thing about this 11:11 is, if you have the wherewithal, the time, the energy, and the knowledge going in, you can take this power and amplify it. And what I
Mhm.
mean by that is that, again, 11:11 is you opening to spirit. It's a time for you to open to spirit. It's a time for you to listen to spirit, and it's a time for you to make sure that you're on your right path. Okay, because a lot of us, we a lot of folks ask us the question here. They come in and say, what's my path, or whatever else, or they'll say, am I on my right path? Well, guess what? You don't need us to tell you this, because especially on 11:11, if you are listening, if you are cleansed, if you're clearing your mind and you have yourself set to hear, don't be surprised if the epiphanies happen, because that's when, again, the veil is very thin and the communication between you and spirit happens. You and your gatekeeper, you and your spirit guides, you and your higher power. And again, you don't need a third party. You don't need a go between. You can do this yourself. The only thing is a lot of times we're not in tuned, and therefore we come to a third party because that's not our skill set. That's where Sean and I step in and other people step in.
Yeah.
However, on this day at 11:11 a.m. on 11:11,
Mhm.
you should be in a space where you can be chill, where you
Mhm.
can, and you've already saged, to make sure you're saging, get the energy clear for the area. Make
Mhm.
sure that you are in a very tranquil and serene kind of mentality, that you're not firing off half cocked for this, that, and the other reason. And most importantly, ready to hear and receive. And
Mhm.
on that time, on that moment at 11:11 on 11:11 a.m. on 11:11, ask spirit to give you whatever they will share with you that will serve your best and highest good. If
Mhm.
you ask in that way and you are open minded and ready to receive, do not be surprised if you get ideas, downloads. You may even hear
Yeah.
somebody speak to you and they'll scare the crap out of you. That you may get all kinds of things happen to you at that moment, depending on how you sense things best. But again, you have to be prepared, you have to be open, and you have to be ready, because spirit's always ready. But they're like, okay, now that the veil is very thin, this one moment in time, if you give it the dedication you deserve, then spirit will like, hey, I'm coming through. I'm coming through.
Absolutely.
Okay. So again, 11:11 a.m. on 11:11. Make sure
Mhm.
you're in a space where you can find some serenity, where you can find some peace. I'd have saged the space already if I were you. I would make sure I have
Mhm.
saged the space. If you have dragon's blood, incense or frankincense or myrrh, put them all out there. Get that going too. Bringing out that energy. Get that going. Make sure that you have some Palo Santo available if you can, and get some Palo Santo, bringing the positive energy in. I mean, again, these scents are beneficial to you and to spirit, but you don't need them. I'm just saying, if you have them, use them. And
Mhm.
then, more importantly, open your mind, your body, and spirit to whatever is serving your highest and best good. And when you do that, you will be surprised at what you get.
Absolutely. Another thing that I highly, highly recommend on 11/11, not just also setting your intentions, but drinking plenty of water, keeping yourself hydrated, because this is going to be a day of a lot. A lot of energy surrounding you, a lot of energies pouring into you, and so you need to flush out at the same time. Keep yourself hydrated at night. You know, I would do another meditation, as far as in closing it up, but also being open to receiving these messages through your dreams, because you're going to get some major downloads within your dreams as well. As soon as you wake up, write down what you, if it doesn't make sense, of like, keywords, it's not, but those keywords will make sense later on, of like, oh wait, okay, yeah, I got that, I understand that. And those dots will be connected. And then, because of the heavy energy, I do recommend you get your rest. After you will maybe feel drained, especially doing all this work. So definitely cleanse your space, open this energy up. Okay, this is like times 10 of the cinnamon, bringing the cinnamon in, doing the
Absolutely.
cinnamon at the first of the month, or any manifestation, whatever it is, as far as in manifestation method. I highly recommend that you tap into your spiritual team. A lot of us is going to getting these upgrades too. We're switching off with our spiritual teams. Our spiritual teams are switching off now. We're getting on a different level because now we're manifesting at a different level. Okay. Hence why, to amplify, I said these affirmations will amplify that. Even after the 11:11, you're keeping this energy around your intentions of knowing that it's already done happened for you. You
Exactly.
believe in them. And at the same time, it is being ready to receive it. Okay. And being
Exactly.
open to receiving, not being closed off. Yeah, you might not see something happen right then and there, but you already open that energy up for it to happen in the divine timing. Okay. Use your crystals, meditate, just really take it easy on that day. If you need to, go to your cards. Um, this is getting back into the power of you.
Yes.
All right. And it's like you said, it's not a third party coming in. This is you having direct, going straight to the source and making this happen.
Yep.
And whatever it is, that it is that you are seeking, that you need clarity on, for things to be removed, for good karma to come in, this is the time to make it happen. This is taking the full moon, the new moon rituals, all of this, putting it together,
Yep.
okay, and making this power work on your behalf.
Yep.
This is understanding how powerful you are, and you are a master manifester. Don't think that you're not. Okay, just because things has happened in the past that didn't go your way, it wasn't aligned. This is you getting in straight alignment and being aligned with the universe, being aligned with the spirit, with your team, and having your team come directly to you and say, "Hey, what's up? We here. We hear you. Now, are you ready for this upgrade?"
Mhm.
Okay. Drink plenty of water. Be patient with yourself, because, and also eat good. I would say, don't indulge in junk food or junk. This is a time to be open. Okay, so eating fruit, eating healthier things to keep yourself grounded as well. You know, be patient with self. Okay, so yeah, I'm super excited about this day. First off, I'm waking up and I'm saging the whole house, because that's the first thing. I'm saging myself. Okay, sage yourself. Water intake all day, all day. And about the end of the night, listen to a meditation. Listen to a frequency, the high frequency, to, I think it's like 175, I believe, that hurts to connect with spirit. Okay,
HERTZ, hurts, by the way, not
hurts.
hurts,
Yeah.
not hurts as in pain.
No, 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 no. Right.
Just making
Unless
sure
you want some
we're
pain.
all,
Unless you want some pain. Okay.
That's a whole different kind of 11:11.
Absolutely. That's a whole different 11:11. But this is diving into your power source.
Yes.
Your higher self is gonna show up that day if you allow if you give yourself permission to do that and show
Mhm.
up for self. So don't be afraid of what comes up too. Don't be over
Critical.
critical. There we go. overcritical. Don't be overcritical or judgmental of what comes up, because
Yep.
these things will arise. Let them arise. Address it, so you can make way of new.
Yep.
Okay, so like I said, this is all these rituals happening all at one time. Use this energy. I'm telling you, if you don't, you're going to miss out on your blessings, your alignment, your power to see
Yep.
how powerful you are.
Yep.
Look, go back to tea time on Monday. Okay, this is what I'm talking about. This that reading that I had, your thoughts create your reality. Simple. That's one of the main messages out of that reading that I can remember from it is your thoughts create your reality. So this is positive thinking. This is staying on point, in alignment, and shaking off things that you do not need or do not serve your highest good anymore. Okay, this is decluttering at its finest.
Amen. Amen. And
Yes.
the other thing I can stress, two things to add to that, which are again some which you already touched on, but again, leave your ego at the door on this
Yeah.
day at that time. Leave your ego at the door. I don't care if you're in control of your life completely and everything and anything you do. Leave your ego at the door because spirit, spirit knows what where they have a lot of more insight than you. And so
Mm-hmm.
this is the one time where you just quiet the mind, quiet your ego, tell your ego, sit aside and open your mind and take it in. Even if it doesn't resonate at this moment, that does
Mm-hmm.
not mean it will not resonate. It just means that you're not there yet, but it's coming to you. And eventually it will show itself to be what you needed to hear. Again, we tell people sometimes it's like, oh, guess what? I'm seeing this. Oh, no, no, that's not even whatever. I'm like, okay. And then about 2, 3 months later, they're like, oh, damn, guess what? Everything you said came through later. And I had
Yeah.
not programmed it for myself. I didn't see that for myself, nor did I even think about it. And guess what? It happened again. So put your ego aside and say, tell me what I need to know and then embrace it, accept it, and just take it. And later on, you can process it. Later on, you can validate whether it's going to happen or not. And then when it does happen, you're going to go, damn, I was told this. So that's the first thing. Because again, when your ego gets involved, your ears stop listening.
Oh,
Your
heck yeah.
energy stops taking things in, and you stop receiving. So we don't want to stop the receiving part. We've done all the groundwork to receive, and then our ego says, "Oh, I don't need any more." No, that's not going to work. So again, most important, make sure the ego stays in check, and then secondly, make sure that as you receive, again, you tell yourself and you tell the universe, "Thank you." Give
Mm-hmm.
thanks. That
Mm-hmm.
thank you is so important. Remember,
Oh,
spirit
yes.
and your spirit guides and your gatekeeper and everybody else that gives you help from the other side. It doesn't hurt to show thanks to them because guess
Oh,
what?
right.
That's what they've chosen to do for you. They're
Mm-hmm.
not paid to do it. There's nothing there, but they're doing it
Yep.
because that's what their commission is in their energy field
Mm.
for this lifetime for you. And so when they do this, gratitude is free. Gratitude is free. All you have to say is
Absolutely.
2 words. Thank you. Thank
Yep.
you. It doesn't
Yep.
hurt you much. It doesn't hurt at all, actually. But make
Mm-hmm.
sure we give gratitude. And it's interesting because if anybody was watching last night and has heard me in my last 2 talks about affirmations, I've come to realize my affirmation, my favorite affirmation, my only affirmation that I hearken to all of the time was flawed. Did he say flawed? Oh my gosh.
Flawed.
Yes, it is flawed because you know what? I forgot the one thing that I was just preaching about, and that is thankfulness. I have changed it. And I say now, I believe in infinite abundance. I am forever thankful. So I'm giving thanks. I'm
Mm-hmm.
giving thanks to the universe, which I did not before do.
Mm-hmm.
I gave thanks, but not in my affirmation, but I've included it now. So I am forever
Yeah.
thankful that my wants and needs are always met.
Mm-hmm.
And I would suggest strongly that you remember that on 1111. Once you get your messages, even if you're not happy with what you get, even if it isn't what you thought
Don't
it was going
matter.
to be, give thanks because
Yes.
again, it was meant for you. It will come to you in time. It'll show itself why you were meant to have it. And
Mm-hmm.
give thanks to the fact that you were given the opportunity, nothing more than the opportunity. What you
Yeah.
do with it is on you, but
Mm-hmm.
give thanks that you were given that opportunity. Okay.
I just wanted to add to that. I told y'all got homework on Monday. That is to make sure going up to the 11:11 that you are making your gratitude list. It doesn't matter. It doesn't have to take, 100 things to be grateful for. I mean, from the smallest thing to the biggest thing, is saying, I am grateful for XYZ. I am grateful for waking up this morning. I am grateful to be hanging out with us this morning. You know what I'm saying? So it is very, very important. What you are doing as you show gratitude, you amplifying what it is that you are manifesting. It drives your spirit team, the universe, crazy with love and appreciation of saying, they said thank you, that how much they are grateful for what we are doing for them. So be open to saying, thank you for this. I appreciate this. I am grateful for this. I'm grateful for the roof over my head. I am grateful for the clothes that I have on my back. I'm grateful for the food that we have, even though they messing with it. You know what I mean? Regardless, because there's other people in this world, honey, that it's not in, it's not in a situation like you are, and to be bringing that power back into you.
Hmm.
Hey, this is that part where um it's really important to enhance your affirmations by
Hmm.
saying how grateful you are and how thankful you are, because these things have already happened for you. All we're doing is catching up
Hmm.
to the things that was promised to us. Okay, listen, we chose to be here in this lifetime because we're strong enough. We your spirit team chose to be with you at this time because you are strong enough. They want to show you how powerful you are. So take advantage of this 11:11,
Hmm.
please. Please.
Hmm. If you
Don't
want to
sit
live,
around and watch everybody else,
yeah,
make it happen for themselves. And you sit back and say, um, well, dang, it didn't happen for me. Well, because you didn't do anything. You thought something was to fall into your lap. No, 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 no. You make it fall into your
yeah, that
lap.
entitlement stuff, you leave it at
Oh,
the door.
yeah.
Spirit's like, you're not entitled to
Yes.
jack. You're not entitled
Boom.
to jack. You know,
Right.
breathing,
Right.
that's about it.
Mm-hmm. Right. 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 So that's why it is important when Don says, y'all, leave your ego at the door.
Yep.
Okay?
Yep.
Leave your pride at the door. This is the time for you to be vulnerable. This is a safe space. Okay? And you create your safe space. Whatever that may be, you can create that. So,
Yes.
from
And
all this preaching, child.
yes, if you want to change your attitude, live a life of gratitude. I just
Yes.
created it. That's mine. I own that. So
Yes.
I'm gonna copyright it. I'm gonna
Yes.
try to remember it first, though.
Right.
Also, I wanted to tell you guys, I was over at Below Five and Five Below. It's a great store. I don't know if you guys have it in your area, but if you do, check it out. There are some amazing books at Five Below. You've heard all of us, Angie and Shawna and Susan and Julie, all of us talk about Five Below. It's an amazing place. You can get some amazing things, and they're fun little things, but they also have some great books. And the books are very inexpensive. Again, five and below, generally speaking. I bought an $18 book there for $5, which I thought was very cool yesterday as a gift for somebody else. And it was a book about anxiety, and it was a different way of seeing anxiety from that author's point of view. It was looking at anxiety and saying what you don't ignore, don't say you can suppress it, don't say you can cure anxiety, whatever, because most people can't. So instead, own it, put a badge of courage, and say, you know what, I'm going to use it to my advantage. How can I use the energy that anxiety brings? How can I use that to push me forward? How can I use that to drive me to do what I need to do? Because the anxiety is going to stay. So if it's going to stay, then it can be a friend or foe depending on how I deal with it. Okay, that's my point. And so it's a great book. But the book that I wanted to show you today, and again, I get nothing for having said anything about that book or this one, but this book is what I bought. I showed Shawna today. Look at this. What are you waiting for? I love it. Look at what a title. And then of course it says a practical guide to knowing what you want and making it happen. And I'm telling you, it's a short read. It's an easy read. I've read through it last night and was like, boom, done. Because I read fast, which is not always the case. But this is so easily written, so where it runs through. But I tell you what, something like this. Remember, when you feel stuck, there are sources out there, people who also have felt stuck, and they put something down how they move forward. This is one of those books, and I think I paid maybe $5 for this. I mean, it was just it's a quick read, but it's a nice read, and it gives you some things too to help you kind of document things. All I'm saying is that you're not alone, and you have resources when you get into certain situations, and even strange places like Five Below.
Mm-hmm.
You'll find amazing things and cost you very little. But if you feel stuck right now, you may want to go to Five Below and just read through the book before you don't even buy it if you don't want to. Just read through the book. It's a short read, and there's some highlights which are great. But I mean these chapters are amazing. Listen to this: the waiting epidemic. What are you waiting for? It is an epidemic. I mean, there's a lot of times we're like, we got to wait for this to line up. We got to wait for the stars to line up. It's like, nah. And then it's the truth about fear, know you can handle anything. Again, that goes back to what we talk about, and how, I can take this, but because we tell ourselves we can't, we can, the 5-step process to deciding what you want in life, ask yourself the right questions. And that's one I thought was amazing, because it's funny how we ask a lot of questions often, but asking the right questions will get you to where you need to be. Asking the wrong questions, and then also identifying your values, because often what you want to do, how you want to move forward, is aligned with your value system. And if you start going in a direction that does not align with your values, then that means you're off your path, and you're not going to have the success you want. Even if you want it desperately in that way, it's not going to work for you, because if you're not aligned with your beliefs and your path, then guess what? Life is hard. Life is hard,
Absolutely.
and that's why we always tell people, get back on your path. So anyway, if you have a chance, check it out. I strongly recommend it. It's an easy read, but more importantly, you got to take control when you are stuck. Don't look
Yeah.
to everybody else. I mean,
No.
look, look inside. It starts here,
Mm-hmm.
as I bump
Yeah.
my mic.
Before we had got started and went live, well, we was like, I said, well, I got to stop with this preaching, because I talk about this all the time with y'all. Quit sweeping stuff up under the rug or not addressing it. Okay, it's popping up for a reason. Address what's happening. Don't be afraid. Even if you are afraid, have the courage. You have the courage. You have the strength. Listen, Spirit's not going to put nothing heavy on you that you can't handle. But if you run from it, you're going to keep running from things that you are afraid of facing. Face them. Take your baby steps. Take whatever steps you need to take to give it the attention that it's seeking, and then move on from it. Okay?
Absolutely.
To heal
Absolutely.
from it. That's it. That's the only reason why things will pop up and say, all right, listen, last time this happened, here's this fear that's coming up, because this is something inner work. This is working with your shadow side. Your shadow side wants to be balanced with, the light as well, right? You have the yin and the yang. You have the dark versus the light. Everything there's a balance there.
Hmm.
You can be in control of the balance. You bring
Absolutely.
this balance. You maintain the balance. That's the only reason why these things will come up. Okay. The anxiety that you face. All right. Well, it's not saying go bungee jumping. It's not saying you're forced to do it. This is saying, wait, I can handle this. You can. You can handle any situation. It's just pride. It's just ego. It's that sitting in that gut of like, man, if I do face it, what will change? What will happen? Something amazing will happen. Something of because you are in control. You are the one taking the control back. You're not giving the fear the control anymore. You're not giving the anxiety the control anymore. This is only for you to address it, face it head on. I talk about this all the time to where
Mhm.
I'm going to keep talking about it. You know what I mean? Because a lot of times, certain things, though, you may need help. Don't be afraid to ask for help. I said this on Monday. Don't
Mhm.
be afraid to ask for help that you need. When you don't know how to navigate through something, ask for
Mhm.
guidance. It's okay. It's really, really okay. That's letting the ego sit at its. But here's also another thing. I get it. A lot of people are afraid to be vulnerable at that time and to put it out. Well, you can be vulnerable with the right person.
Exactly.
Okay. You can be vulnerable around the right people that will support you and uplift you. Just like Queen here.
Exactly. You know where I was headed with that one.
Just like
Queen, I'm gonna lift you up, baby. Here you go. This one is
yes,
for
we
you.
just gonna lift.
You're a paper airplane and I'm a 747. Don't you ever think you're anything like me just because you can fly a little.
Talk
And if
about it.
that did not resonate, Queen, because you may not have the depth of knowledge to figure out what the message was, let Miss T.S. Eliot, Madison, T.S. Madison, make it clear.
Yeah.
To your resume is equivalent to mine. Hush.
Absolutely.
So let me show them to the door, and let me show Miss
Yes.
Queen to the door.
Back to the
There's
door,
only room for
honey.
one queen here.
Right, right, right. Two queens.
Okay, I'll give you a crown too. What the hell?
The shade. Let me put my curtains up, child. Let me put my curtains.
Oh Lord.
Let me put my curtains up. Let me close the curtains, child.
Oh Lord, have
So real
mercy.
quick, I just wanted to show you, Don. See? See what I was
Yes,
talking about?
yep, yep, yep. So there is a bot there apparently. Okay.
So that's what I was talking about
Yeah.
earlier. So
Yeah,
yeah, okay.
yeah,
Just wanted you to
I'll
see
figure
it.
out. I'll look and see what maybe I had triggered that you haven't or whatever. I don't know.
Right, right, right. And it's only yours. That's it.
I'm special. Come on, cause
You
I'm
is. You
special.
is. I'm like, wait a minute. How did you? I want that. I
I know
want that.
people. I
I
know
know.
people. I
You
know
know
people.
people, child.
Somebody was asking to. I typed in the other book I talked about, but I did
Oh yeah,
find it
good
here.
example.
This
Mm-hmm.
because I took a picture of it yesterday and sent it actually. So there you go. Good Anxiety by
Mm-hmm.
Dr. Wendy. And again, it's misunderstood. It's again, it's the whole thing. Harness the power of the most misunderstood emotion. Again, because we take anxiety, and Kelly herself said she's learned to use this same concept with her anxiety. But yeah, it's like you take this. You again, everything. Remember, I always say this, guys: opportunity and obstacles. Everything can be both at once. There
Mm-hmm.
are opportunities that are embedded in obstacles. If we see the obstacle and not the opportunity, then it's
Mm-hmm.
an obstacle. If
Mm-hmm.
we decide to see it as an opportunity, then we have dismissed the obstacle, but the energy is still there. It's how we connect the energy and what we're going to do with it.
Mm-hmm.
Anxiety is the same. Okay, now we've said anxiety bad, 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 bad.
It's
And now
not.
it's like, wait a minute, let's reframe our mind. That's the neuroplasticity. We got to put the neuroplasticity in there because that's my whole thing
Okay.
with affirmations. The
Okay.
neuroplasticity, which is your brain's ability to adapt and to change and to rewire, to rethink. And
Mm-hmm.
that's what affirmations do for you, by the way, too, is that using that neuroplasticity by using the ability that we are given with our neuroplasticity in our brain to reframe anxiety in a different light and say, okay, I have it. It can be debilitating if I see it as such, but I am going to take it as this, and I'm moving it to the other side of the ledger. I'm using it as a credit, not a debit. I'm using it as a positive and not a negative. I'm going to use it to empower me. I'm going to use it to fire me up, to get me going, to set a definition, to set
Yes.
a goal, and to move me forward. And again, that's the thing about that book, and that's the thing about me. And again, going back to affirmations right here is a prime example. This is the easiest one, the best one you can use, in my opinion. Just get you
Yeah.
started. And again, it rewires your brain to say, first of all, you're telling the universe that you expect, that you
Mm-hmm.
demand, that you have earned the right to receive good things. You
Mm-hmm.
receive the abundance that everybody should have. You've done what you need to do, so they need to give it to you. You tell the
Right.
universe this, and the universe is like, damn, I hear you, I hear you. Don't scream at me. I'm going to be sending you what you want because
Right.
that's alignment. That's that law of attraction. You have aligned yourself with the universe. You have
Mm-hmm.
told the universe what you want. And the universe is like, okay, all the messy ones over here, I got to work on them all the time. So they
Mm-hmm.
take all my time. I'm going to throw this at you because you know what you want. I'm giving
Yep.
you what you want. You're the easy one. Let's move forward.
Mm-hmm.
That's what I'm saying. So again, the neuroplasticity works with this concept of anxiety as well. Change your mind, change your way of thinking, see it as a positive, use it to your advantage, and bam, you will be surprised. You will be
Yeah.
surprised. I'm
You
telling
know
you.
what? Another word that I don't like is failure. Okay.
Mhm.
There's no such thing as failure. If you look at it as, I wish I didn't have that definition to failure, what failure is. Because failure is not the end all be all. Okay.
Mhm.
Failure is only temporary. Failure is an opportunity
Mhm.
to see what you can do differently and for you to get right back up and do it in a better way.
And I'll give
Okay.
you an example, Shauna, and everybody else out there. I have said this over and over again, especially if you come to my Tuesday night classes, which are free, by the way, and everybody's welcome to come, where you learn to see if you have how you can develop your abilities. Is that failure is one of the hallmarks of learning to be a psychic, learning to grow and connect into the skill set that you're already born with.
Hmm.
I get readings. We give readings all the time and we connect to spirit and we do these things. But because we do it all the time, we already have our vocabulary. We have a large vocabulary, but it gets bigger every time because I'm still learning and Sean is still learning. We all learn. If we ever say we're not learning anymore, then you're doing something wrong. Because again,
Right.
the failure part is important. And I'll give you an example. Say I read a person and I say, okay, I see this person and I'm getting this energy. For me, the energy resonates with this word. And so say I see a stallion running. So okay, you want to be free. That's what it means to me. They said,
Hmm.
no, that doesn't resonate with me. I'm very happy where I am. I'm very comfortable. I don't feel like I need to be free. If anything, I'm looking forward to just continuing my chill life.
Hmm.
So the next time I see the stallion and I'm reading for somebody and I see the stallion again running free and I ask them a question and they're like, no, I'm competent, I'm comfortable, whatever. So, okay, so now I have taken and learned that for me, when I see that stallion, I am wrong because I put my assessment to it. And
Hmm.
therefore now I'm getting a reassessment I've made it so where I'm comfortable, I'm in control, and I don't need to run free.
Hmm.
I've learned. I learned because I failed. I learned because I did not have the right connection to the symbol. I did not put the right words to the symbol. So
Hmm.
failure is is nothing more than a rung on the ladder to success.
That's
And
it.
that's it right
That's
there.
it. That's all it is. Listen, I can say the same thing about the skincare line,
Yep.
the intentional crystal bracelets. I can say that because I've been through the trials and tribulations of what will work and what doesn't work. And where I'm at now, I still tweak it because it's something that becomes better and better. That's all it is. You becoming better. You're getting higher on that level. You get on that ladder.
Mhm.
And when you all the way at the top now you're like, okay, bam, this works. I know it does. I'm confident that it does. You see, there's everything else that comes with it.
Yep.
It's not looking at like, damn, I spent all this money for this ingredient. It's like baking a cake from scratch, right? Every recipe is not going to turn out uh, to your liking. So you're
Yep.
going to tweak it a little bit,
Yep.
right? You're going to put, oh, let me put this extra little vanilla in here. But the recipe says only 2 tablespoons or two teaspoons. Wait, but I like it a different way. It doesn't mean that that recipe is wrong.
Hmm.
This is giving you the base. This is the base. Now you take this base and you make it your own. That's what we talk about all the time. You
Absolutely.
take now the messages that you give that you ask from us, right? We're only a vessel. for what it is that you're seeking. We are the third party here. We are the middleman. So if you can't hear, if you can't see, if you don't have that strong connection with spirit, we tell you how to get that strong connection. A lot of readers, I'm not saying that's bad. They just don't give you direction because a lot of people just want answers and not do the work to for you to receive and understand. Okay, it's nothing wrong with asking us the questions that you ask, but it's your interpretation of how you take it. Just like when Don was describing the stallion. To me, I see it as the stallion coming in as strength, as standing on their own, as being a leader. Now, that's my interpretation of it. You see, that's the vocabulary.
Exactly.
But it moves in the same direction of, okay, that's intuitively of what you are seeking, and this is intuitively what I am seeking. And there's some common ground of, all right, every King of Cups is not going to be the same of the it's what you interpret, and this is how you can change. It's like, all right, well, in this situation, the King of Cups don't mean that what it usually means. Okay, every situation is different. Everything is different when it comes to putting that energy out there. Okay, so we are here to teach you how to do this on your own. You standing up in your power. A lot of times, people don't want to, they want sheep, and they don't want to share how to be a leader. No, I'm going to tell you, you are a leader. This is the reprogramming. This is the mindset changing of saying, oh, shit, I am a leader. Let me get my leader skill. Yeah, you are. You are that powerful. You are that master manifester. Who said you wasn't? Who said you can't be that? Who said you always got to be a follower? Who said that now in this world, if you are just built to be that, then that's what you are and there's nothing wrong with that. Okay.
But I would say, I would go back. I wouldn't say built. I would, if you're willing to accept.
Right. Okay.
Willing to accept, because I believe we are all leaders. It's what we accept in our lives that then change our trajectory.
Yes. Yes. See? See?
That's why she's my sister from another mister, because we are like right here.
we about to have our own little language. Ain't nobody telling you. What is that? German? No, it ain't German. Is that Spanish? No, that ain't Spanish. Something that y'all on a different level. But I say that just to be funny. But I'm just saying, when you come here and you ask us these questions or whatever it may be, when you want to have a message or receive a message from spirit, listen, you do with it as you will. It is your message. It's not. Sometimes we say when we laugh and the message is deeper, we say, let you know, like, look, at another time we need to talk. You really need to reach out to us, or because we don't solicit. Disclaimer, we do not solicit for any readings. Okay, if you want a private reading with us, you contact us. We won't ever contact you. We won't ask for no friend requests. We won't ask for none of that. You book a session with us and it's private. It's just you and I, Don and you.
And let me jump real quick, because this have you stressed.
Yes.
Not cut, but my mind. If you see a request for a reading that looks a lot like our names, read every letter, because we overlook certain letters. And I can guarantee that, again, if we've approached you, if you look at every letter in that name, you will find that one is missing or one is changed or whatever, because it's not us. We have a lot of folks out there. I have like 8 pages of folks who have copied every image I have every logo I have, and their pages look identical to mine except for one letter change or whatever along the way. And even though we've told Facebook about it, and even though it's obvious because they're trying to raise money by selling readings, Facebook will not take them down. And the same thing with Shawna. Shawna has been hit with the same thing, and Angie has been hit with the same thing. All of us get hit with the same thing. And why is that? And that's because people are trying to use you. So again, if you are approached by one of us who you think is one of us, look closely at the spelling of the name, and you will see it's not us, because we do not approach you to get readings. My life is too busy. I'm happy with the readings that come to me. So people approach me and say, can you give me a reading? And that's how the conversation takes place. I do not solicit. Shawna does not solicit.
No.
The only way we solicit is on our site. And so if you go to our website, then again, you've taken the action forward. You've gone to the website. You've ordered the reading through the website. It does that. We don't do it otherwise. And this is free. So you'll never see us charge here. This is, and that's the same thing with Angie, with Julie, with Susan, with Scott, and with Bonnie. You will not see us charge anything. And if you ever get on here someplace and you see somebody wanting to charge, no, that's not us. I'm telling you, this is always free. And this is our way of giving back to everybody else, because we are blessed. We are blessed and highly favored.
Heck yes, honey. All day, every day.
Every day. Every day. And we give gratitude.
Right.
Full circle. Bring it back. Gratitude.
Absolutely.
All righty then. Well, now that we've done preach for the day.
Yes, we have. Y'all have a good day.
Oh my goodness. Seriously, all those links you both give us, they get directly there. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. It goes directly there. It does. Absolutely. That's why we put the links up there, because you don't have to worry about being sent someplace you're not supposed to go. But you know, the funny part is, the other day, Shawna, I was doing a live reading, live on air under Sonoran Mystic Tarot.
What happened?
Sonoran Mystic Tarot came in and asked to give me a reading. Oh yeah. I mean, you talk about audacity. Sonoran Misty Tarot came in with my logo and my everything and asked to give me. Look.
Not the Black Queen.
The Black Queen. Now we went from just a regular queen to a Black Queen. Lord have mercy. I'm not even going to touch that one. I'm just going to say, all right, bye-bye.
Not the Black Queen, child.
Black Queen.
Next.
To your resume is equivalent to mine. Hush.
Now that's the Black Queen, child.
That's the queen. There you go.
OMG.
Lord have mercy.
They do this. It's not just on our platform. They do this on my platform when I'm live. Angie's, Sherry Berry, Julie, everybody's.
Angie said they're coming for us today in the kidnapping van.
Right.
They are.
Yes, they try it.
Well, let's get into reading so we can really drive more people crazy.
Yes, why not?
Oh, Lord have mercy. Who is first? I don't even know. What are we going to do? What are we going to do?
It's whatever. Oh, real quick, I just wanted to give a quick reminder for the ones that receive their candles, their 1111 candles with your intentions. Light them suckers on 1111. Sit and meditate with them. Okay. If you want to place an order, go to my link tree. Contact me if you would like to place an order through. Actually, let me see if I'm gonna put it in the chat so you can put it on the main chat.
The link tree?
No, I was gonna say just going directly to where to place the order at.
Okay. Yeah, send me that and I'll put it up. This is until you type. We'll put this. So type me what you want specifically, and I'll put it as well.
Okay. If you still want it beforehand, it should get there beforehand, right? Let's see, a 3-day. Nah, you would probably receive it right then and there. So I would say this may be the last day to place your order for what is my thing? There we go. Wait, what is it? I think this is it.
Which
Yeah.
way did he go, George? Which way did he go?
Yes, there it goes.
All right.
They are $11.11 plus $9 for shipping, so you can get it quickly. So it will be 2011. And then in the message, okay, in the message, type your intention so I can put it in the candle for you. Okay, so check that
And I
out.
just put it on the.
Oh yeah, it's in the chat then.
Yep.
Okay, it's
So
in the chat.
that's the one.
Yes. So
All right. And don't forget, folks, if you are on my side, please go over to Shawna's side. If you're on my YouTube, please don't forget to go on Shawna's side and subscribe
Yes.
to her side. And if you're on her side, I would invite you to come over and do mine. The reason why is we don't always go on live together. We would drive people absolutely crazy. So we give you all a break from time to time. If you love a love reading, then you're going to love Bonnie.
Love Bonnie.
Send the love readings here. And
Yes.
somebody, or what's her name, about you asking me if somebody else is feeling somebody else because you're not even involved, for whoever that was. I can't remember what her name was. That one. Go here. Go here.
Yeah.
Bonnie will help you out. Bonnie will lead you to the
definitely.
light.
Because I'm gonna tell you right now, if y'all ask us questions about that today, it's gonna be a null and void.
And then
Don't
that's right. And if you don't follow Angie yet, please follow Angie. Angie's actually on the
Yes.
live today with us, by the way. She's here
Yes, she
talking.
is.
So make sure you follow Angie as well. Angie and I do Wednesday nights together, and then Angie does Sundays. And she does it with Sherry Berry, who is quite wonderful. And then we have
Yes.
Julie, who does it 3 times a week. And Julie's
Yes, she
doing it with
does.
Bonnie and Susan and Scott. That woman's
And
all over the
Scott.
place.
Yeah.
So
So
there
there's
you
no
go.
days that y'all, you know what I mean? There's no days.
Exactly.
We stay busy, honey.
So let's see.
So
But
what you
that's
want to do?
let's see who was to make it clearly fair enough, because it's been so long since we started this live. From this point forward, let us know if you would like a reading, even if you said it earlier. Again,
Let us know, because
the
we
mind is
wouldn't
gone.
pay attention to it.
Exactly. So I'm going to call this the starting line, so everybody knows.
Yes. If
After
you would
the
like a
starting line.
reading, do not ask us about someone's intentions that they have for you. We don't
Or
have
for somebody
permission.
else, even. It's like, yeah, no.
Right. Or what they got. We don't have permission to to tap into their energy. So please do not ask us about relationship stuff when it comes to that. Like what their feelings are towards me, what their true intentions are towards me. Ask them. Shit.
How about Julie? There's Julie. Good morning, Julie. This is Julie, by the way.
Listen,
That's Love
it's
Right Word.
12-12. Y'all.
Hell yeah.
12-12.
We're going to start with Mary Lynn McFarlane. Is it McFarlane or Marilyn?
From Canada. Aren't you from Canada?
Is she?
Yes.
Oh.
Let me stop before. She's like, we don't say that. Oh, it's this heat getting to me, child.
Yes, from Canada, you're right.
Oh, I is. I'm something like a psychic.
You may be psychic. I don't know.
I may be a psychic.
Hmm.
All right. What messages do we have? Because I'm just
What deck are you using?
a newer deck.
Simplicity Tarot. Oh, nice.
Yeah. But my favorite deck,
Ah.
and if y'all love this deck, this is where you can get it at.
Exactly. And I'll get the Simplicity deck put up too when I type it in. Simplicity, right? Simplicity.
Yeah, this was like, you remember when you came to Fort Myers and the place downtown?
Yes.
Olive and Chloe, whatever. This is where I got this deck from.
Oh, nice.
But I didn't pay attention to how much energy this deck has until I used it a couple lives ago, and I'm like, oh, so you really try to stuff out little tarot deck, so that's it. Because
Yeah.
you're always looking for like a newer or something to connect with instead of because I feel like each tarot deck has its own energy,
Oh, absolutely.
you know.
Absolutely. And sometimes they're for different purposes too, because there's times where
Yes.
if I'm feeling like I need a healing, that's my healing energy deck, the Angels and Healing Energy deck.
Yes.
So if I feel somebody needs a healing or they need a feeling of connection or just a feeling of sense of worth and value, that's my go-to deck. But
Yeah.
it's not my go-to deck. If I need some real clarity with definitions, with vivid whatever, that's the Rider Waite. The old Rider Waite is my go-to
Oh.
when it comes to seeing specifics, seeing definite details. It's amazing. So that's my go-to for that. But I love this deck, which is the Dream Tarot, which is
Oh yeah.
phenomenal. I mean, these images are just absolutely crazy. Look at this.
Yeah, I love that deck when you use it
Yeah.
too. It's
So
a lot of energy. Like the Modern Witch deck. I love that deck because it's so
what deck was
colorful.
that?
The Modern Witch deck. You
Yes.
see, I'm telling you, y'all don't even understand our relationship, boy. Y'all just don't understand. But I love this deck. This deck right here is I feel like it's higher, okay, a higher energy, and I kind of use it some more now. It's an assign itself saying, listen, we private. Don't be putting me back on. We private now because of how much power that represents. That's the detail for me, like how that writer won. And then the Tarot of the Divine deck. That's another deck that is really connecting with the divine. And I love that deck. You have that deck too. The Tarot of the Divine deck.
I think I do. I don't.
You do.
Yeah. I've gotten. I played with them for a while, and then I'm drawn to this and that. But and again, for me, Gilded Tarot still one of my
Yep, the
favorite.
Gilded
Ultimate favorites.
Tarot.
Yep. Still one of my ultimate favorites.
Well, let me tell you, you don't even know what. Oh, there we go. Y'all don't even know how many decks we truly have. I feel like we got to put him in something totally different
Yes.
because it's so many decks, and each one, like the angel answers, when I want to go or a straight answer, and then the messages of the guides, straight to the point. Oracle decks are usually that anyway, it's straight to the point.
And it's funny because it's when it comes to oracle decks are kind of laid out for different purposes. But I often use an oracle deck like I would a tarot deck because
Yes.
a card deck is a card deck. When I'm not getting my messages from the cards, and nor is Shawna or anybody else. The cards are just the tool from which spirit bounces ideas off of, and we wind up getting the download through. It's just like a conversation starter. And so the reality is we don't put a lot of energy in, we don't put a lot of sway in the cards doing the job. They don't do the job. We don't do the job. We are a vessel and we get information. We are the newsman. We are sitting here. We are, well, I was going to say something, but anyway, yes, we're the news people, the real news, the people who tell you what you need to hear, not the channel where people tell you what you want to hear. So,
right. And on that note, and let me just say this real quick before we get into Mary's. When we use these cards, a lot of people don't know what these cards mean anyway.
Yep.
So when we give these messages, I have a bunch of clients like, I don't know what the heck you're talking about when you're showing me these cards. When you show me a card, it's just a card. And that's it. But when that message comes with this card, they're like, oh, now I get it. But they still don't know what the cards are because they're coming to you for this message, knowing that, listen, you've been on point about a lot of stuff, and they come in for that guidance, that clarity, that whatever that they're looking for in that moment. Hence why y'all ask y'all questions. At the end of the day, I say this to everybody. You ain't got to listen to a daggone thing that we say. Nothing.
Free will.
Free will is what you got. And can't nobody stop your free will. Spirit won't show up unless you invite them. Okay? And it's willpower at the same time. So free will is definitely important. At the same time, we can tell you, hey, if you climb this tree, and you will see the world differently. Well, I don't feel like climbing a tree. Well, then don't. Don't. Do what
Exactly.
you please. Do whatever you want. You have this free will. But if you're looking for the guidance and you come back and say, XYZ was wrong and da da da. But did you do A, B, and C for XYZ to happen for you? All we did was lay it out for you. That's it. We tell you what you need to hear, not what you want to hear. If we say, listen, homie is coming into your life and he's gonna be a little crazy. This is the person I want in my life. There you go. We
Mhm.
just letting you know what's gonna happen. What we see, what will happen with this. It's all up to you. Okay? It's all
Exactly.
up to you. Now, on that note, Mary, like, can y'all just get into my reading? I ain't even look at the darn cards. They was flying
Like,
out, Mary.
focus,
Boy.
focus.
Focus. Well, here we go. You got the King of Wands here, Mary. Mary. Quite contrary. I was about to.
Oh, I
I
was
was about
thinking
to.
right there. I was like, no, I'm staying away. I'm staying away.
I was about to bust out in a rhyme for you, Mary.
Mm.
My freestyle. But what I'm getting right here with this King of Wands is you stepping into a leadership role, honey. You taking. You. I also feel like you are being. You have this drive for something to build your own foundation, to have your own. And Spirit is all for it. It's like, finally, Mary, don't be afraid to step into that role in your life. A lot of people get afraid to um, accept the challenge. This is leveling up. I also feel like this is determination. What I'm getting from this, oh my gosh, what's clarifying it is the Queen of Pentacles and the Five of Wands. You're having some internal conflict, which is normal because now you're stepping into a bigger role of your life, okay, or of a situation. But this is also a reminder of staying grounded. Okay, staying grounded in this moment, not allowing your head to get big just because you may be offered a position of a leader into a leadership position or of some sort. But this person right here, Mary, I feel like this is about building something new for you. You are stepping into that. You're taking over. Whatever that means to you, you are the one taking over. Now, mind you, I feel like Spirit is also fighting on your behalf for you to make this happen. All right. And giving you that courage. But there is something in you, like, I don't know, it's making you question, like, wait a minute, hold on. Am I ready for this? Am I in the right mindset? You are. You just have to change the 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 resistance, okay? Stop resisting what's coming to you. You got the Ace of Cups, all right? Your cup is overflowing, which is amazing. This is that blessing that Spirit is giving you. Also, that is coming from Spirit and saying, hey, you asked for this, you asked for that. Are you ready to put in the work? The King of Wands puts in the work. It's not afraid to start from ground zero to build this beautiful, whatever it may be, making your dreams a reality. You also have the Ace of Wands, two aces right beside each other. Can we say 11? We're going to say 11. What is that showing you? Get ready. Use 1111. This is your sign.
Listen to
This
what
is
they're
a
saying.
hell of a sign. This is you, your creation, Mary. This is what you are doing. This is new things coming into your life, and Spirit is in the driving force with this, and it is showing you. Are you ready to receive? Are you ready to receive? Because this is you might as well just hold out your basket and get ready for this overflow of abundance that's coming in for you. I mean, this is really stepping up your game. Oh man, you got the Page of Wands here. This is new energy coming in for you. Good news as well coming in for you. I feel growth. I feel based off of everything that you got going on, honey. Woo. Be open to, oh my gosh, I'm about to be done with this reading for you, honey. You got the Knight of Cups, you got the Knight of Pentacles. This is all forward movement. This is all walking into the growth, into the abundance. The King of Pentacles, this is stability. This is staying disciplined. This is opening up. And you got the Queen of Pentacles and the King. This is about the balance that's coming into your life. You better get ready to celebrate. Four of Wands, get ready to celebrate this whole win. And you got the Five of Wands again. Now, this is all the internal, but just be open arms for this abundance to come in. I also feel like you will receive good news out of this. Take advantage of this 1111 because that is right here is your sign, and they like right beside each other. 11 is right beside each other. So whatever it is that you want to manifest into reality is about to happen. That is aligned for your highest and greatest good. Okay. I mean, I'm really excited for you because this is like going forward for you, love. And you're going to have a moment where it's going to be like, wait, is this for me? You're going to question it. You're going to try to second guess it, but let it roll off your shoulder. Okay. Because things are changing. This is changing for your highest and greatest good in a good, great way. All right. So that's what I have for you, love.
Super. Before I do that, Natalie, I wanted to address you real quick, and that is your thing, Natalie. I'm trying to be polite here, Natalie, but don't come at me with the I can't and the vibration and too much, because I won't let you get away with that. Okay, I know you well enough now. You come in here often. No, it was over too much because you allowed it to be over too much. We've given you the tools here often on how you can protect yourself. And so if you want to do a psychic fair, if you want to do something where you can have a lot of energy around you doing readings, you can put on the bubble, the gold Christ-light bubble. You can put on the cloak that will help you protect you. So don't don't give in to the feeling of I can't control my overload. I'm saying you can, and I say that. So again, it comes back to the conversation of what you're going to what you hear versus what you're willing to accept. And so when you get in a situation that is over anxiety or over, again, bad anxiety is like, what can you do with it, negative or positive? More importantly is when you come with this and you say, okay, I started shaking, whatever. Take control of yourself and take control of the situation by putting on protection, putting on your psychic armor, putting on that thing that bounces that energy back off of you, that sends it back to whoever, because it's not meant for you at this point. And then if you do the orb or the cloak, you can bring one person into your orb, two people into your orb, whatever you want, and therefore bounce off the others. So never feel that you are limited based on these things. When this happens, know that it happens, understand and expect it to happen. And if it does happen, then say, you know what? I know how to work with this. Again, you're not going to get rid of it. You're not going to get rid of it. That's the anxiety conversation we had earlier. Instead, how do I work with it? What do? I put the orb on. And then when I'm reading for one person who's sitting in front of me with all this energy going on around, and there's a line out the door, I don't care, because I've only brought this one energy into my sphere with me. And so all I'm doing is connecting with them. I'm one-on-one. Even though the world's going crazy, I'm one-on-one because I'm in my little globe. That's what I'm asking you to do, Natalie. So in the future, when that happens, don't say, oh, I've got to withdraw. No. Say, what can I do in this environment to secure me in a way in which I can be helpful to others? And again, ask spirit, whatever. But remember, it's that orb, it's that cloak, or whatever device you wish to use. Okay, so just want to get that to you. Never retreat. Don't retreat, because that's energy that's lost, and I'm sad for the people who could have gotten a good message. So again, make sure that you protect yourself. When you feel it, know how to react to it. That's the key. Okay. So that's just a life lesson. That's a good life lesson. Now back to Marilyn,
Marilyn.
Marilyn. Marilyn, what's up with Tim? Well, I'm being told something about Tim. What's up with Tim? Tim is a son. Tim is your son. Is that right? So I'm seeing Tim. Tim is your son. Do you have a son? Do you have a kid? Is his name Tim, or is that your husband? I'm getting son actually, because I'm getting beard. I'm looking at your son Tim in my head, and he reminds me of my son DJ. He seemed to be tall and thinner with a long beard. Yes, my son. Does he have like a beard? Because I'm getting beard. Okay. And so you just have how old is your granddaughter? Your granddaughter I'm seeing stair steps. So again, it's 3 kids. 4 kids, 3 kids, 4 kids. There's a stair step, and the granddaughter, son. Yes, son has a beard. Oh yeah. And so the granddaughter is the last, right? Or was the last. Is your daughter-in-law pregnant? Is it a daughter-in-law or is it a girlfriend? The point is she pregnant or is she looking to get pregnant? Because I'm seeing the little granddaughter, but I'm seeing +1. So is there potential for another child coming along? Are you going to be a grandmother again? You only have 1, right? Because I'm getting only 1 child, but I'm getting multiple grandchildren from the 1 child. Does this resonate? Annie, my dear, sweet dear Annie, thank you for interrupting a reading. We truly appreciate that. Bye-bye. 3 grandkids. She's looking to get pregnant. Okay, she will. And so the little granddaughter is going to get a little sister. So know that that's coming down the road. So yeah, she's looking to get pregnant. She will get pregnant, and it's going to be another daughter. So she's going to have 2 and 2 boys up top and 2 girls. And I'm again stair steps. So again, I'm like the oldest boy is like a few years older than this, and then older than this, and then this one is older than this. So we're looking 2 to 3 years apart. I'm guessing. I don't know. 2 from Tim. Yeah, but again, in that family, there are more than 2, right? I'm getting at least 3, and I'm getting a 4th. Is that correct? Oh no, she said that. Yeah, 3 grandkids. Okay, sorry, I saw it. I don't pay attention sometimes. Sorry, I'm getting too much in the reading. So yes, that's my news for you. Let them know that there will be a 4th, and she's going to be a granddaughter, and she's going to be healthy, happy, and sassy, and and full of fire. Oh my God, this one. Yes, girlfriend has a daughter. Yes, this 4th child. Oh Lord, she's going to be the one that they warned everybody about. It's like, you be careful because you're going to have one like you down the road. Well, this was going to be that one. So this 4th one is going to be something else. Lots of energy, lots of vim, lots of vigor. I'm telling you, she's going to be just vinegar and fire. So be prepared. Yes. She's good. And after this one, they're going to want to tie some tubes or get something snipped or clipped or something.
Oh, Lord.
Not saying she's a bad one. I'm just saying she's a handful. This one's going to be a handful. I think the other one, and it's funny because they're telling me the granddaughter is a little bit of a handful too, but this one is going to be even more. So there you go. What's up with the second son? I get the second son. So the second son was like your first grandchild, your first biological grandchild, because I don't want to alienate anybody from emotions because it's all about emotions. But so Tim's second son is your first grandson in that family, right? And so did your husband, because your husband's still with you. I'm assuming he's married because I'm being told you're married, and your husband's still with you. And so he kind of spoiled the second grandson. Is that right? The first biological, but second grandson. So, and it's funny because I'm being told that there's a bond, a very special bond between your husband and number 2. And that's because he really kind of spoiled him. But that's neither here nor there. It's just kind of a confirmation thing they wanted me to share with you. And their bond is very close. The first biological, second grandson in the chain is very connected to your husband, and your husband means a lot to him. And he doesn't always say it, but he means a lot to your husband too. I mean, these are 2 guys who don't express themselves very much, but again, that bond between the father and grandfather, grandson, very tight, very tight. Okay, there you go. No cards for that one.
Didn't need to.
Next. And enjoy your very cold winter up there. You know, we have some of your folks down here, by the way, in Arizona. Y'all tend to find your way down here. So I'm sure that there's probably some family members here in Scottsdale or in Phoenix.
We have a couple. I saw the license plates of Ontario and all, but I believe by the end of this month, it's going to be a whole lot more.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
You know?
I hear you. I can tell because the driving. I don't mean to insult you, Mary Lynn. I don't mean to insult you, but do you guys up there take any driving classes? Do y'all know what the gas pedal's for? Because down here, first and foremost, Canadians believe that the fast lane is for cruising. And I'm like, oh my gosh. They get in that fast lane and they park and they're going 55. The speed limit's 55. I'm following the rule. No. Get out of the damn fast lane, you know?
Well, that's here. And that's
right?
regular.
Oh,
you
geez.
ain't got to be Canadian for that. That's the regulars from the Midwest that don't that child. They will sit and do if it's 75, right? You think we rolling. Well, what you doing? Kenny got the worst road rage, right? So he yelling. I'm like, babe, they don't hear nothing you are saying. Nothing. But they feel me. No, I hear you. I feel you.
Mhm.
So now I'm just like, well, now if I'm getting into it, you know they driving slow.
Mhm.
Get the hell over. What are you doing? And now I'm getting, if I'm driving and I have my mom's like, gosh, you got road rage. I'm like, because it's Kenny. It's Kenny's fault. It's all his fault. The fast lane is the fast lane. If it's 3 lanes, get all the way over or ride the middle.
In
And get
Arizona,
back over.
you lived here, Sean, you know, but in Arizona,
Yeah.
especially in Maricopa County, where most of
Yes.
Arizona lives, the fast lane in Arizona is the far right lane. If you want to make any speed, you jump in the far right lane because everybody avoids that lane. It's like
Yeah.
like the plague.
Yes.
And it's funny. It's like so I jump all the way over and I pass on the right, which is
right.
not a good thing. But it's the only lane that's open because the rest of them are just.
Yep.
And I'm like, damn,
10
do you
and
have
2.
nothing to do? Is
10 and
bingo
2
shut down
white
today?
knuckles.
Oh.
White knuckles.
And the wheel is right here too. It's like,
Yes.
you know.
You know, right. Like, oh my gosh. First off, the seat is all the way up to the hood. So you might as well just sit on the hood and drive. Okay? Just what you need the seat for? Just sit on the hood and drive the car.
Exactly. Oh Lord, I see some of these women. Some of these women. I'm thinking they must be driving with their breasticles because it's like they're mugging
Yeah.
this thing. You know, it's like right up in here. It's like,
oh my gosh. Listen. Oh my gosh. And down here in Florida, now all my elderly people,
God bless the child.
God bless their soul. Child. Bless their soul, because why are you in the middle lane and it's clearly it says it's 55 but you want to do 40 and you in the middle lane and we can't go around because that's the turning lane. We can't go on this side because somebody's want to ride right beside you.
Yes.
I saw this lady one time. She had her phone up like this, right? The stoplight was way up. She stopped all the traffic just to mess with her phone. I'm like, lady, please. What you? I mean, you know.
I just had a flashback. You just gave me a flashback because the other day I pull up to the light and this woman is like 10 feet from the light, waiting for the light. We have sensors on the road. You can see how they cut the panels. And so you have to drive over to trigger the light.
Yeah.
And she's not on the sensor. And I'm slowly trying to, it's one cycle, another cycle.
Yeah.
I can't move. And the people beside them ain't doing any damn thing. And I'm like,
man,
I'm starting to percolate, you know? I'm like, I'm telling you, it's like a teapot ready to blow. I was ready to
Man.
blow.
And let me tell you, I don't want to scare nobody with my horn, but that's what that horn is there for. Okay?
Mhm.
I'm gonna beep at you. I mean, shoot, we saw the sheriff. He was supposed to. It's red. No one's moving, right? It's the turning lane because it's 2 lanes. They got their light. They're turning. Why does cop take off to go straight?
Because
I'm
he can.
like,
Because he can.
because you weren't paying attention. It was
Mhm.
clear that you were in the red. And what we gonna do?
Exactly.
Citizens arrest? Come on
Well, I
now.
love the ones that'll sit there and then they'll turn the siren on and lights to go through the light and then turn them off. I'm like, really, really,
Oh well.
really,
Mm,
really. So
mm, mm.
driving in Arizona is a it's a
It's
test.
like a
It's a
fun
test.
ride. It's like the go-karts. You know when you get in the go-kart and you try to going around the racetrack?
Hmm.
God daggone, David.
I can say, David, this is the racetrack for you.
To your resume is equivalent to mine. Hush.
Bye bye, David. Nice to see you.
Yeah. Mm-mm. Good day.
Lord have mercy.
Good day.
Mhm. May you have the day you deserve. There you go. There
Absolutely.
you go. Who is next? Let's pick a
Oh,
name
who you want
from
it to be? Oh,
starting
wait,
line.
somebody is new is in here. I saw. Are you still here? Cammy?
Cammy
Cammy Piper.
Piper.
Mm-hmm. Yes! You are new. Welcome, first off. Welcome. We appreciate you.
We need some new music. We need music before somebody comes in new, you know? Like,
Yes, like a. Oh, let's see. Is this right? Yay!
yes.
Welcome.
Yeah. Cammy Piper. Piper.
Yes.
I think of the Charmed one when I think of Piper.
Yes, me too. I was so thinking of Charm, honey, Piper.
Mm, I can't believe how long they've been off the air. It seems like doesn't seem this crazy.
Right. Woo! Uh,
It's heavy. It's heavy.
oh my gosh. I just got like, and then man, whew, you about to have a tower moment, love. There is something big that's about to happen in your life to where, whoo,
No,
girl.
it's happening. It's happening now. It's
Oh
yeah,
my gosh. So this is a lot. Um,
yeah.
this is heavy, heavy. Okay. You gotta go through this. Sorry to say, but this is about to you gotta go through this. There's a reason that you're going through this. Okay. Spirit is saying it's dealing with your past. Some things are coming up that you got to deal with. It's no more of pushing it back, y'all. Good gosh, it's hot up in here, out here. Oh yeah, yeah, absolutely. I feel like there is some things that you need to address. Oh my gosh, girl, it's I am getting lightheaded with you right now. Okay, um, you gotta release. It's a lot of stuff you gotta release. Um, man,
Child, you need some Palo Santo.
man,
That's the least
man.
of the things I'm telling you. You need.
Yes.
Yeah.
This is something when you got us like
Mm.
almost we're feeling this we're feeling because I know I'm feeling it right now. This is heavy. My shoulders are hot, my mind is hot, everything, like the whole body is hot, and I'm sitting outside and it's not this hot out here, but with you, that the things that you were dealing with, love, you it is involving some releasing because this is generational stuff that you can pass on. Okay. And I feel like these are some things that you need to address right now. I almost feel like don't be afraid to ask for help to go through this, okay? Because you can't do this by yourself. Whew. I'm starting to feel a relief as you get help, all right? The help is out there. Oh, yeah. Oh, my gosh. You have new energy that's going to come in. Page of Wands is coming in that is going to free you from this. Okay. Um, in the long run, you shouldn't have. This is about not just you. When I say generational, this is tapping in with this Ten of Pentacles. This is tapping into um, not passing on. And I want to use this word very carefully with you. Okay. Trauma. Okay. I want to just use that because I feel like this can be passed on. And I feel like it's already, this is why this tower moment is happening. Things has to change. Spirit is getting tired of it, and spirit is stepping in and it's making these changes for you. It's gay. If it feels like spirit then said, listen, we gave you a opportunity, or we gave you opportunities for it to happen, on your behalf, for you to step up and say, I get it, I got it, let me start changing my ways. But listen, either you didn't move fast enough, but spirit has definitely stepped in, and now it is in your face. In your face. This is the 2x4. This is everything that's being thrown at you, and you feel like it is so much. But let me say this. This is like a fire has been lit. Okay? It's time, love. It's time to address. It's time to quit resisting and quit sweeping stuff up on the rug. You are in a different mindset now, okay? You are in a different space. You can handle all of this by, if you don't want to deal with this on your own, ask for help. But I do feel like there is a relief that's coming through. You got to trust the process, but this is going to take time. This is not going to be something that's going to happen overnight. But one thing that is opening the door for you is a new beginning. Okay. Spirit wants you to address what is happening. Here's the star. Okay. It's time for healing. It's time for keeping your faith. All right, because things are going to start to align in the correct way for you. And also be open to this new beginning that's coming in. I feel like there is a whole relief. Boy, you got to address things that is was heartbreaking, grief, all of that. I mean, it's time to heal that heart of yours. All right. You're going into the unknown. All right. And it's good to go in the unknown. You gotta address these things, love. You can't keep the breakthrough is happening from you. Don't wait for something from spirit. Spirit is already, this is your tower moment. Spirit has put that right here. Whew. I feel like I need to get mine out. I'm about to do these bells because this is very heavy energy, love.
Yes, sir.
This is a lot. This is a lot.
Yes, indeed.
Man, oh man. You can't do this by yourself. You need help. Don't be afraid to ask for help. Don't be afraid to be vulnerable. This is what that star. As soon as you start to be vulnerable and be open, spirit says, bam, these are your breakthroughs, and you get to see the breakthroughs happening for you. But you do have to make the first step. Look, spirit and hit you upside the head, child. My whole head hurt right
Hitting
here.
us all upside the head right now.
I mean, good gosh, it's like I feel better when I'm not looking. You know what I mean? If I'm not addressing. And spirit is telling you it's time to see. It's time to be open. It's time to heal, my love. And good gracious. First thing is that heart of yours, whatever it may be. I feel the relief coming. I feel it, but right now it's being blocked by this heaviness. I gotta be done with this because this is a lot of energy, love,
Mhm.
and I gotta be. Oh my gosh, I gotta be.
Yeah, it's heavy. It's heavy. It's heavy. Cammy, is your father on the other side? Because I'm getting a sense that he's there.
Mm.
There's a male, again, a male figure. It feels father, if not grandfather, but I think it's father. Your father's on the other side, and and if so, he passed when you were younger. Yes, he is on the other side. Yes, yeah, yeah. And he tall and relatively thin. Um, Yeah, and he. It's interesting because he is. That's part of the energy that's here. By the way, is him. Um, um, Again, please clarify and say yes. He has passed on. He transitioned to make sure that I'm just because again, I think I am connected to his energy. I'm almost certain he is there. My grandpa passed at 14, and my dad passed last year before I had a second child. Yes, yes. So Lynn, he's saying Lynn. Lynn is the one. Lynn is the child you had. Lynn is a child you had before he passed, right? Is there a Lynn in your? Is a child named Lynn? Um, Lynn, something Lynn. It's like it's not just Lynn. It's something Lynn. Is there like a Adeline? Okay, okay. So that's the child who was there before he passed, right? And then um, the other one came after. Okay, he's there with you. He's there with you. He's there with us right now. He has what's the stomach situation with him? Did he have like was he on chemo or something about the stomach? Because I'm getting a stomach. I got indigestion type situation like right in here. Did he have something where he couldn't eat properly or something or hold things down because of meds or something? I don't know. Anyway, that's not the point of the. I'm just kind of curious why I'm getting that feeling. But he's with you and he's walking with you. You're not alone through this. He's walking with you. I'm actually putting his headstone down today. Oh, geez, that's why he's here. Okay, damn. So yeah, okay, and that's the strong energy you felt, Sean. That was what we were feeling. Is that
Oh my
his
gosh.
energy was very right here with us. A
Mm.
massive heart attack. Yeah, but he knew something was wrong because he was feeling it like right in here, indigestion that was kind of like a big ball, and that's what I was getting, this big ball, and he was like he couldn't, like he needed to he felt like he needed to belch or to do something and it wouldn't, and I think that's how the heart attack felt for him. Yeah, but he's here with
That's
you.
the grief.
Yes. Yeah, that's the grief. And you need to let that grief go. You need to celebrate his life, not his passing. You need to know that he's here to help you walk through this with you. You're going to be fine. The younger baby, is it sorry, Beth Bethany? The young baby, is it like a B? Is it a B? I'm getting B E. God, it's interesting. His communicate. He has a strong accent. Are you from the South or the South? Yeah. Again, I'm getting a very Southern kind of thing going on here. Isabella, that's the B. Okay, B-E, Bell. Okay, Bella. Okay, Isabella. Okay, interesting. So yeah, okay. So Adeline is my young. Adeline was not around then when he was born. So Isabella was around when he was born. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, she said
And
something about he wasn't there when her second child. That's the
youngest.
second child, right?
So my youngest is Adeline. Okay, that's why he brought Lynn then. But Isabella. Okay, so Bella. You call her Bella. So Bella, like the Bella from the show, Bella. Yeah. Okay. He originated in Canada and raised in Texas. He was raised in, okay, because I get the Texas. I've got that accent thing going. I'm like, okay,
Country folks.
I'm telling you, I was trying to break through because I was trying to figure out because it's a weird, it's a different
Broken.
accent. It's a mix of the two, It's like really,
Mm-hmm.
yeah. Okay, but I don't. You're not in Texas though. You're not in Texas. So was he in Texas when he passed? Because I'm getting the feeling you're not in Texas. Yeah, you're in a green state. You're in definitely a green state, but you are still in like a southern kind of state. But you're on the Mississippi. You're on the Mississippi. No, I'm in Arkansas. Yeah, I'm almost certain Arkansas is on the Mississippi. It's not, then my geography sucks, so I don't know. But, a couple hours away. Okay, good. Okay. Anyway, he's there with you now. Right now. He's not a couple hours away. He's right there with you. He's walking with you. He's here.
Gosh.
Yeah, and he's like, you can handle this. You got this. Okay, and again, it's interesting because I see you at night alone. by yourself and in tears. And again, it's like, okay, are you, so you have two kids from two different fathers, and one is having a custody issue with you, and that's part of the battle? Or because I'm getting the
Yeah,
sense
she
it's
said
not
she's fighting for her kids.
both of them. Okay, so they're both the same father, because I was getting the sense that he's trying to show me two dads or something. Yeah, he's there. He's guiding with you. Does he know about the abuse I went through, that father of my kids? So the father is of both kids. Okay. No, well, I'm sure he knows about it now, but yeah, but again, he's helping to comfort you, to move you forward. You can't dwell in that. And again, that's the trauma that we talked about. Actually, Shawna, I sent her a thing about trauma, but yeah, the abuse, the trauma that you went through is real. But yeah. Yeah, exactly. And unfortunately, the girls will know that. They'll remember that. If I were you, I would get, when you can afford, I would make sure that they get some counseling for that, because
That's why
they're going to need to get beyond that. And you have got to get beyond the victim. I don't mean to say this harshly, but a victim mentality. You can't own the responsibility for being the victim. Okay. You can't allow yourself to be ate up with the fact of, maybe I caused this, maybe I was whatever. No. And Shawna has a really good video on the victim mentality thing. Make sure you don't buy into the fact that somehow you start believing that you somehow owned it, or that you would, that somehow you expected or deserved or whatever. None of that stuff. Bullshit. You didn't. Okay. You were a true victim. You were abused, and you did what you had to do in the end to get out of this situation. And yeah, he is going to be a problem for a while to come, but your dad's around you. And so when you're sitting in your bedroom at night and you're just bent over in tears, know he's there with you. Know he's there with you, and he's trying to comfort you the best he can. I just know you're not alone, and that he's going to walk through this with you. Okay.
Right. I was just about to. I was going to add that, but I also wanted to add. Use this energy to get ahead, like 5 steps ahead of whatever that the father is trying to do. Okay. It is time for you to be the mama bear.
Mm-hmm.
All right. And the mama bear don't play. The lioness don't play about their own. Okay. Regardless, the lioness is stronger, in my opinion, stronger than the lion. The lion has strength. Got it. It's not afraid, has this confidence to walk, but the lioness protects everything that's around them, that they put out. You know what I mean? So I say this to say, get focused, use that victim mentality, and use it to make the smartest moves that you can make on your behalf and for your kids. Okay. Now you turn that into a negative situation into a positive thing for you. You become the leader. You absolutely, Julie, you take your power back. You own it and say, I refuse to give anything else to that. Okay. And use it. Use it. I'm telling you, you have the strength to do it. You have the backing. Your father is around you all the time. And it's not just protecting you, he's protecting his grandbabies. Okay. But for right now, that's why I said, don't be afraid to ask for help when it comes to how to deal with that trauma. That's why I said I wanted to use that word very, very carefully. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
You are a victim. Now use that victim to be the survivor. You survived this. You overcame it. And this is what I feel like this is a reason why you came here today. Okay. These are messages that you really, really need to hear. And all you need to do is get your strength back and take it back. I mean, take it all the way back. All right.
And what you need to do, if I could interrupt real quick, and that is, what I would strongly suggest to you is, first and foremost, understand his mentality. He sees you as a victim as well. He's created you as a victim.
Mhm.
When you flip the script and you no longer play by his rules, you don't play by his game that he scripted for you, and you
Absolutely.
now you take control and you then become assertive and powerful. You're going to throw
Yes.
him off his game, which is important. But I gave you the domestic abuse hotline. It's right. Well, I don't know where your chats are, but usually they're here for me. Anyway, the domestic abuse hotline is here. Make sure
Can
you
you
reach
post
out
it
to
on
them.
the? Yep, there you go.
Yep. And then also while you're thinking about this, and anybody else, by the way, when you're thinking about
Yes.
this, not only do you want to create a way to resolve the situation, but you need to sit down and create a path to safety. You need to create a path to safety and say, if this happens, what? When this happens, what? And have that documented in advance, because when you are in the moment and you feel you are not safe, you are not also thinking completely free of emotions. And that's when we get ourselves in trouble. So again, create a path to safety, create in advance scenarios that when this happens, this is what I do. When this happens, this is what I do. And make sure that you know those things in advance. So therefore, you're not reacting on emotion. You're reacting on a well thought out plan. Create a plan of safety. And then
Absolutely.
as you walk through your life from this point forward, taking control instead of being responsive. Again, when you're reacting and the only thing you're doing is reacting, you are not creating your script. When you write your script by taking the energy and the initiative, he then has to react, and then he's on emotions, and then that's when he makes mistakes. So again, create your path to safety, write these things in advance. When you know, hey, if I'm being followed, what do I do?
Yeah.
If I feel like my life is in danger at this point, what do I do? If I feel that my kids are at risk, what do I do? Have these things pre-scripted in advance and have them so where you know exactly what to do. If there are phone numbers you need, by doing this, you'll have them already programmed in your phone, because again, you'll know the script. Hey, I'm being followed. I need to call the police and say I'm being followed. What is the police number? Right there. You've already saved it. Again, you have to take steps. You are in a very unique situation, and I'm so sorry you have to deal with this. But again, you have to take control. You can no longer be reactive. You need to be assertive, and you need to make sure that you don't play their game, that you flip the script and they start
You
playing
playing
yours.
my game.
Absolutely. The worst person in the situation like this is a prepared person, because they don't want you to be prepared. They don't want you to be thoughtful. They don't want you to have planned. They want you to be reacting, because a reactive person is a scared person who makes emotional mistakes. Let him now make the emotional mistakes.
Right. And I want to be done with this because this is a lot of energy with this. There's a movie that's coming up to mind right now, and it is flashing lights. Okay, is the movie Enough with Jennifer Lopez? Okay, it was that type of situation, but let me tell you one thing: by the end of that movie, she took her power all the way back. He had powerful friends. He had, the police. That was his friends. He had all these great people. But one thing that did not stop her was that drive and saying she wants a better life. That is the mindset that you bring in. It's also the mindset of saying, I am not a victim. Owning that. Not I am no longer a victim. I am not a victim. Okay. And when I say watch that movie, if you haven't, ask yourself this: haven't you had enough? Haven't you had enough of the BS, of the lies, of the bull crap, of the um abuse that you're still getting? This is not stopping. It hasn't stopped, because now the abuse is turned into something different. Okay. Now abuse is using others, using everything. The true way to get out of this, use this number down below. There are resources, there are protective services for you for this in your area. Don't you're not a punk. Don't let your ego get the best of you. Okay? Don't let um you being scared because this is what uh, they know how to deal with. Okay, so take it as fuel. Someone says, oh, Brenda said, document everything. Absolutely. Record everything. Absolutely. It's time to get smart, love. Okay? It's time to get smart and use this to your advantage. You ain't got to tell the world everything that you're doing, what your next moves are. You ain't got to tell anybody that. All right? You don't have to put anything out there of letting you, of saying whatever, what's happening in your life. Create a safe place, create a safe space for you. Because there are, I promise you, there are programs out there that will protect you and your kids. There is. I've seen it. I've helped, and this is in a little town in Arizona. You would never think there will be something out there to help people come out of these situations, but there is. It's all about taking the first step and saying, you know what? I'm no longer giving power to this. I'm no longer giving you this power. Now I'm owning mine. I'm taking it back. And this is what we are pushing you. I hope motivate you and inspire you to do so. And everything is private. Okay? Everything is private. So if
Absolutely.
it's not just that, go strictly to a women's thing. All right, where it's now, abuse is in every shape, form, male or female, don't matter. At the same time, there are programs that's out there that will take care of you and your own. And that will hook you up with the right people to, help you with dealing with the situation.
And
Okay?
believe me, the stalking that you talked about, the stalking is something that is prevalent after, usually it's after the relationship ends. There's a stalking phase. And so and it's good that you take it seriously because it is not to be taken lightly. It
Mm-hmm.
is something that you must consider because again, stalking can turn violent and
Mm-hmm.
stalking can turn into a very awful situation. So again, make
Yes.
sure you understand that, make sure that you
Record
understand.
everything.
Yeah, make sure you understand the power and control wheel. The power and control wheel is so important. It's divided in like using coercion and threats. That's what they do. Using
Ooh.
intimidation, using emotional abuse, using isolation, minimizing and
Mm-hmm.
denying blame,
Mm-hmm.
using children. That's your problem you have right now. Using their
Mm-hmm.
privilege, using their economic abuse. Again, these are the power and control wheel. If you understand the power
Mm-hmm.
and control wheel and you know what it is they're doing, you can, again, it helps you. But more importantly, know that with the cycle of abuse, you have the tension, right? The building up of tension.
Mm-hmm.
Then you have the incident. Then you have the reconciliation. Then you have the calm, and then you
Mm-hmm.
get the tension again, and then you get the
Mm-hmm.
incident again. And
Mm-hmm.
that's why we have to break that cycle by
You got to
getting out
break it.
and staying out. And so
Yep.
make sure that you don't fall prey to that. Oh, we're now calm. He's not doing this. He's not doing that.
Mm-mm.
And so
Mm-mm.
no, all that is the calm before the storm again.
Yeah.
So understand the power of dynamics and also the cycle of abuse. Those things are super important. Okay.
Yeah.
And again, you're not alone. You're not the only one.
No.
You're
No, you're
you're
not.
you're by far not the only one, and you'll
Yeah.
never be just the only one.
Nope.
So make sure that you take the steps, reach out, talk to people, get resources. Again, I posted up. Well, it's right now on the line here. The Arizona Coalition Against Domestic Violence.
Arkansas,
Reach out to them.
not
Arkansas. I'm sorry.
Arizona.
Reach out to them and have a conversation. Okay. We have. I mean, you
Yes.
have to. You. There are things you can do, and make
A
sure that
whole
you.
lot. A whole
Yeah.
lot more than what you
Yes.
think you
And
can.
that's flipping the script. That's flipping the
Absolutely.
script.
It's time to be ahead of all of this. Okay. I would even get, how they have the dash cam in your car, get the
Mhm.
front camera and the back camera.
Yep. Yep.
Grab
Yep.
all of this. I
Yep.
mean,
I'd get a
do
ring on my door. I'd get the ring doorbell.
everything.
So you have a video there. I would do,
Yes.
things that you may think are excessive are not when you need them. When you need them, they
Mm-hmm.
are far from excessive.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. That's how I
Mm-hmm.
see it. So,
Yeah. So
oh,
listen,
Lord.
you got a great backing. You got people that support you more than what you think you know, who you know. You know what I'm saying? So Even strangers got your back, honey.
A lot of people have walked in your shoes, and
Heck yeah.
they will be there to help you reach out to these people and start
Yes,
having a
please do.
conversation. Even if you feel you're not beyond. I promise you're not
Just
beyond. Have the
right.
conversation.
Even if you just is curious
Yes,
of what the possibilities, the next moves can be, call the number. Call the number. What can be wrong from that?
exactly.
You know, all you're getting is the information and the resources you need, and they will lead you in the right direction.
Hmm.
You know, I'm telling you, they have these things set up to protect you and your own, honey.
Yes,
All right.
yes. And your
You
dad's
are no
walking with
longer
you.
the victim here.
And your
You are
dad's
no
walking
longer
with
the
you.
victim.
You are not alone.
Yes.
Know that you are not alone. When you need him, you'll feel his comfort. You'll feel his hugs. You'll know
Hmm.
that he is there. Okay, so
Yeah.
you are never alone,
I
and he
feel
will be
like,
there as long as he needs it.
yes, I feel like your father is protecting you in a big major way.
Yes,
Okay. And it's
and
not
his
just
energy is
protecting
strong.
you. Oh, hell yeah. Well, look how we was tripping.
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
It was that, hold on, what y'all doing here? You know,
yeah.
like what you about? But let me tell you, Cammy, I'm so glad I saw your name. I am so glad that
You were
you
meant to,
came
Shauna.
here
You were
today.
meant to have all the names. That one popped out to you for a
Yeah,
reason. And now we know why.
and that is the reason
Yep.
why. And you know how I am when I pick the names. I'm like, oh, we about to get with this one, you know. There is the whole light at the end of this tunnel.
Yes.
Okay, and things will start. Now, here's the thing: just keep your strength, keep your faith, keep your hope going, and don't show no form of weakness. That's the best thing that I can give. Don't show no weakness. Whatever that this person's tried to throw at you, take it and throw it right back at them. Okay? Just prettier and blinged out. As you throw it back, like, you thought that was, turn it in fairy dust, honey. That's what I'm getting. I'm like, whatever you trying to throw at me, child, I'm throwing this right back at, here you go. Here you
Absolutely.
go.
Hmm.
Now, on top of that, I also want to say this. On top of that, to know that you are the bigger person and that you've grown from this, that you wish no harm. You don't send back the negativity. You just give their energy right back to them. That's it. Regardless of how much this person may hate you, how they trying to make you miserable, whatever the harm, whatever it may be, you give them back that love. Like, this is, let it roll off your shoulder to say it didn't even penetrate your aura, your space, your anything. Okay? And that's what your father is doing on that other side.
Hmm.
To let nothing come to you, like, for anything that you cannot handle. You can handle everything, love. But this is your tower moment. Look at it as something positive, as a new beginning.
Always
Okay?
remember, may they have the day they deserve.
Yes.
That's
Let me. I
the way I see
say that.
it.
Woo, yeah. This was the, yeah.
And do me a favor, Kemi. Start believing in affirmations.
Yes,
Start today. Screenshot this. I
man.
believe in infinite abundance. I am forever thankful that my wants and needs are always met. Do this every day. Do this every
Yes.
day. We're gonna rewire that brain for you, like I told at the beginning, for everybody else. The neuroplasticity, we're rewiring it. Again, you are no longer a victim. You are in charge, large and in charge.
Heck
Remember
yeah,
that.
girl.
Yep, this is
Know
the day.
this.
Yes.
We done pumped this whole thing up for you. I'm telling you, we have probably never met in our whole entire lives, but today, honey, you got some powerful people behind you. I
Yes, your
mean,
dad. Yep.
powerful people.
Yep.
And you don't think he bringing along some more powerful people? I'm telling you, girl,
Exactly.
I need a drink. I need a drink. I'm gonna put my hair up because it made me hot as hell.
Exactly.
Woo!
Well, with that said, Shauna, that
Yes.
there's times when it's an exit,
Know when to
and
fold them.
I think we just had an exit. I think that reading
Yeah.
was meant to be what it was when it was, and I just think we should leave it at that. I
We
think
got
we
to,
need to.
because that's really heavy. I also feel like that her message wasn't just for her.
No,
Okay.
exactly,
That's
exactly.
why it's so damn heavy.
Yep, yep,
Man.
yep,
So whoever needed to hear this today,
yep,
call them numbers.
yep.
If you're not in Arkansas, that's the regular one. Child, this was this was a lot.
Exactly. Yep,
But this
yep.
was awareness, okay? And man,
And think about it. I hate to say this, Cami, because it sounds like we're taking an opportunity, but we are. It's amazing that you came through and your dad brought you to us. It was the first for you here. Your dad brought you to us because he knew that we could connect through and make that work connection. But also, you got this on the 2 days before the 11/11.
yeah.
For you, 11/11 is Independence Day. So
Yes.
on Saturday at 11/11 your time, make sure that you are you are at peace, that you have done your saging or whatever to get yourself ready, and talk to the universe at 11:11 a.m. on Saturday 11/11, and make sure that you communicate with your spirit guides and make sure that everybody's on sync, because they'll probably give you even more information you need, and also they'll probably give you something that'll make you realize that this is a fleeting moment, that this is a snapshot in time, that this will not be forever. This is now, and where you're headed is going to be far better. And it'll give you faith and confidence to fight through, knowing that down the road, it's going to be good. So again, this was meant to be now for a reason.
Of course. Cammy, you are very popular today, okay? Your dad will come to you, and you will see him on the 11/11. He's going to bring in a bunch of downloads for you. You need to write everything down that he says, okay? Because this is going to rock your world in a good way.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
I feel like on the 11/11, you are going to have your breakthrough then. That's going to be your breakthrough. All right. So write everything down that you are receiving. It doesn't matter if you just is walking around the house and you hear some words. Write it down, because that right there, or you watch the movie enough, because that keeps coming up for me, for you. Watch the movie enough, because I feel like that's going to bring your confidence up. Okay. Because I feel like your situation is exactly what that movie is about.
Exactly.
So please do, girl. Let us know if you need any help with anything. We are right here. Okay. We are here. Reach out to Dawn if need be. Reach out to myself if need be. We are here. And anybody else that needs help with something. In that, our information is right here. Okay. Did you like how I did that?
I did, like Miss Vanna White. Miss Vanna Sellars. Miss Vanna Sellars.
Yeah, I saw that. You better get it right. Look, I got share here. I'm surprised. Next time I'm gonna part it in the middle, and I'm gonna do share. Okay. But
Do the tongue.
no, what is it?
Oh. Flip the curl. Flip the hair.
What the heck? Yes. But definitely. Good gosh, Miss Molly. Why? What? Hot dang.
Well, it's wonderful that you would pop in whatever that name is, because I can't even pronounce
Yes.
it, and you're not even worth a video. Sorry,
No.
you're just gone.
Not even.
Not even worth it. That's sad. That's sad. They put all that time into all that writing, though.
They
It's like,
did. Oh, it's nothing but copy and paste, child. That wasn't nothing but copy and paste.
absolutely, absolutely. But with that said,
Woo!
we are out of here. Miss Shawna, thank you for popping in today. It's been so long since we've been on here together,
I
so I'm so glad we
know.
hooked up here and got
then we
here.
come back with this heavy ass shit. But it's good.
Yeah.
This is why we love what we do.
Yes.
Because we can't hold us in.
Yep.
We definitely can't hold it in.
Yep.
What is it? It's not ours to hold in.
Exactly. Yep. We don't rent it. We don't let it rent space in our brain. And
No.
Kemi, do not be upset. Shawna works a little differently than I do, but do not be upset if you pop in a week or 2 or 3, and I do not recognize you or recognize your name, because thank goodness I don't. I'm blessed that I don't hold those memories. So it's not as though I didn't understand your situation or anything like that, because I did and I do. But I often am blessed that I am disposed of that information, so I don't have to carry it. So know that that's the case. Know that again, if you pop in, don't be surprised if I totally don't even know who you are, because that's
I'll
just
always remember,
who it is.
because the last name is going to be Piper, and that's going to bring
Yeah.
charm back. Now,
That's
the
what I said. You're good. You
conversation.
and Angie have great memories. You guys always keep me in line.
Well,
That's
a lot of times, well, let me take, hold on. When it comes to some of the readings, though, because a lot of times I'm reading for someone and they like, you don't remember what you said? Hell no, I don't. Because when I'm done. I cannot no longer have the energy. Before, I used to not cleanse or anything when I'm
yeah.
done with it. And it would be sitting on me for days because I still have this cord connected to y'all. No more. Because I will be drained. So I gotta cut
With
that
that
damn
cord.
cord when I'm off.
Absolutely.
And it's good also. I feel like when you do cut those cords, it's fresh new energy that comes in. Okay. A lot
Yes.
of times spirit will do a reminder if you haven't done your work.
Yep.
So then
Yep.
it would be like, dang, that's kind of like what the same message was the last time. Well, did you do the work? You know, it's like my before we get off, but this preacher, when I was little, he did a revival. He had a sermon. He would say the same sermon almost every night, and so the congregation asked him, "Well, why you keep telling us the same sermon over and over?" He said, "Because you're not doing the work from that first sermon I'm giving. Until you do the work, I'll move on. But for right now, Spirit got me stuck on this
Mhm.
same sermon." Okay. And a lot of times, that's your nail in the head. It's like, bam,
Mhm.
bam, bam. Y'all got to put the work in. You can't just keep not hoping for something. You got to put in the work.
You got to put in the work. You got to do it.
You
Don't forget,
gotta
folks.
smudge. You gotta do all this great stuff. Okay.
Exactly. And one of the ways you do that work is hit share, subscribe, and follow buttons.
Yes.
Additionally, if you're on my side of the ledger with the YouTube thing, get over to Shawna's. Click
Mm-hmm.
Shawna's and follow. Again, if you don't follow, if you don't subscribe, then don't waste your trip over there. So make sure you do the subscribe. And if you're on her side, please, I invite you to come over to my side and
Please.
click the same damn buttons.
Turn that notification bell on also.
Yes, indeed. Yes,
Now,
indeed.
when I say turn it on, it's going to hit a drop. It's not like how it was in the old school way where you just click on it. It's a drop down window.
Yep.
Hit the one to turn it on.
The one that says
Okay.
everything, everything,
Everything.
everything, everything.
Everything.
And this is Angie. Again, Angie reads with me on Wednesdays, and she's back on Sundays. If you're looking for love readings, then you got Miss Bonnie right here. So
Yes.
always check Miss Bonnie out. She's on Wednesdays.
Please.
And then we got Julie up here someplace. I'm trying to find her because for some reason she's a little bit further away. And my name's, here we go. There's Miss
There
Julie.
you go, Julie.
So, and Julie does everything, and Lord knows she gets them deep and heavy sometimes. So
You ain't
there
lying. I be feeling bad when I be asking her questions on live, and then she go in. I be like, oh Lord.
Yes, indeed. Yes,
Sorry,
indeed.
y'all. Sorry, y'all.
Exactly. And if y'all, again, the incense and stuff I reposted, but what I would strongly suggest is what you saw Shawna and I both with, and that's these bells. These things are amazing. They will raise your energy. They will raise your vibrations. As you raise your vibrations, you get connected more with spirit, because again, spirit is up here. And if your vibration's here, we need to bring you up. You got to get there
Yes.
and get connect. And so one of the ways is these bells. And then there's another one. This is the bells I have, the symbols I have, but this is another form of those same kind of symbols. This has a little more of a tinny sound. This is a more of a deeper sound. So everybody's drawn to different sounds because it's the way in which it hits our chakras. So every sound is not for everybody, but if you like that deep tone, then this is kind of that sound, okay? And that's the same sound I think you have, Sean, is that deeper tone.
I got the deeper one.
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah, deeper one.
Yep.
Oh, and it lingers around. Oh,
I
this
love
feels
the
so
lingering part.
good.
I
Huh?
do. I love the lingering part. If they that's to me, that's the
Yes.
bell right there.
Oh yeah, yours is higher. Let's see if
You
I-
know, so it's like,
Oh no, it's even where it hits. This is the
mm-hmm.
deeper one. Go.
Yep.
This is deep.
Yes, indeed. Well, that's it, folks. Thanks for
Woo!
popping in. As we said, thank you, Cammie. Again, know that you are not alone. Know that you are loved, and know that there are resources. Make sure you reach out to them. Anybody else in that same situation or
Everybody,
similar situation, reach out. Okay. And if you're
please.
somebody on the other end who is maybe sometimes abusive, this may be your wake up call to say, you know
Yeah.
what, I need to make changes. Reach out to the same organizations. They can help you get help to not be abusive. Sometimes it's a cycle. It's a cycle because it's
Oh
something we
yeah.
learned as a child. We were given that abuse and therefore we pass it
Mhm.
on. Nothing is set in stone. You write your future. Your future is not written for you. So you
Absolutely.
can change things if you take the power over and say, no more, no mas. Okay. So with
Mhm.
that said, I'll get off my my thing, get off
We
my
didn't preach
platform.
today, child. We did church today. Okay.
Lord,
We
we
did
even had
church
Sunday
today.
school first. We even did
We
Sunday
went
school.
straight in, bumped that. We didn't have no praise team. There was no singing. We didn't
Yes,
do no
indeed.
announcements.
Nope.
None of that.
Nope. Nope. And I ain't supplying no fried chicken afterwards either because it ain't
No,
happening.
no,
You got to
y'all
get
take
going.
y'all
You
behind
got to get
home and
going.
yeah, you go out to eat. Go to
Yeah,
Corral.
the Sunday blue plate special.
Yes. No specials today. This was straight to the point.
Exactly.
It's time to take your power back from the beginning. And this
Yes.
is what this is all about. 11:11, take it back.
Yes. Yes.
Take
It
it back.
starts on Saturday.
Yes.
Make sure it's 11:11 a.m. on 11:11. You will
Mhm.
be amazed. You will be amazed.
Yes. Set that vibration high and
Yep.
let things roll off that needs to roll off so you can be open to receiving. By that night of 11:11 p.m., you get the
Yep.
full advantage. Drink plenty of water on Saturday. You're going to all of us, I don't care if you don't believe it or not, but regardless, all of us is going to receive so much
Mhm.
downloads, so much energy from this. Drink plenty of water, everybody, okay? And eat
And
good, eat
if
healthy.
you are in the Phoenix area and
Hi.
thank you. God darn again. Really? Come on. Lord have mercy. If you are in the Phoenix area this weekend, come to Awakenings on Thunderbird and 52nd Avenue. They're having their first anniversary psychic fair celebration where I will be along with some of our folks from here. And we're doing readings and there'll be healings and there'll be all kinds of other stuff. It's going to be fun. It's great. And again, it's 11:11. Why not do
Yes.
it there around a lot of psychic energy? And there is
Oh, yeah.
no entrance fee for that psychic fair. That psychic fair is FREE to attend, and we will have people speaking on healing mechanisms, methodologies, healing methodologies. We'll have somebody talking about enneagrams. We'll have people talking about psychic skills, mediumship, all that. Free presentations throughout the day. So again, come on in. Live speakers, yes, Julie, you almost beat me to it, but I beat you to it. So yeah, live speakers who are going to be presenting on these topics, which is nice.
Yes.
And I don't think this one I'm on. I'm not speaking on this one though. This is this one is my first not speaking because I'm just going to be dealing cards.
Yes, yes. Everybody, if you haven't already, make some new affirmations.
Yes.
These affirmations are going to be so powerful. I already made my list, yeah. I posted it up this morning on my mirror. So affirmations is going to be very, very important. This is an example right here. This is also a powerful affirmation. It's the part of believing what you say. Okay,
Yep.
it's the
Yep.
power that you put behind what you say.
Absolutely.
Okay, and then confidently say it. Say it with your chest.
Yep.
Okay.
Always remember this. If you want to believe in your purpose, you have to keep company with the people who believe in your purpose too. Again,
Yes.
surround yourself with that energy. Surround yourself with that power. With that said, we are out of here. We're
Yeah.
done.
Woo. Woo.
We've been saying that for the last 20 minutes, but this time is real.
Yeah, for real. It's real this time. It's real this time.
Thank you, everybody, for popping in. Thank you, Shawna. It was good again, as always. My
Yes.
sister from
Oh,
another mister.
yes. Yeah. Y'all just don't understand. We so connected, it's retarded.
Exactly.
Well,
And I don't know.
wait, we can't say that word anymore, right?
What word?
Right. What word?
Exactly. All right, folks. We'll see you later. I'm going to use the same intro to take us out of here because I don't have my intro up, my exit out. So it's the best we get. This is one of those days. What can I say? Bye.
Bye.